Vegan Health Coach, and today I'm actually talking about supplements and my view and my take on supplements. If you're on a whole food plant-based way of eating, then you really shouldn't need supplements other than two, which I will tell you about in a minute. So assuming that your food is pretty good, like you grow it yourself or you get it from the farmer's market, local produce, it's organic when you can, that sort of thing, then you should actually be getting all the nutrients that you need from the actual food. Now, most people don't know, but some supplements can actually be detrimental to your health. These are in two specific ways, so two different ways. So the first way is there's hazardous ingredients are known to turn up in some supplements, causing those taking them to end up in hospital with a range of serious problems. Now, these ones are mainly found in bodybuilding, weight loss, and sexual enhancement supplements. But the other supplements, some of them have a risk of giving the taker organ damage, cancer, and even cardiac arrest. Many of these ingredients can also interfere with those taking prescription medicines, especially cholesterol-lowering drugs and blood-thinning drugs. So, for example, you have red yeast rice. This is used to lower LDL, which is the bad cholesterol, and prevent heart disease, but it can actually trigger kidney and muscle problems, liver problems, hair loss, and it can actually magnify the effect of cholesterol-lowering statin drugs, which increases the risk of the side effect that these drugs have. So another ingredient is green tea extract powder. And this is mainly used in the weight loss industry, but this can lead to dizziness, ringing in the ears, reduce the absorption of iron. So in other words, it exacerbates anemia, can cause glaucoma, can elevate blood pressure and heart rate, it can cause liver damage, it can actually even, you can die from it. So it's the way some of the supplements are actually made up and the ingredients used that is the problem. You also have to remember that supplements, the ingredients in supplements, have been processed, so they're not a whole food. And I've talked before about whole food working in synergy with itself as a complete whole. That's what makes it a whole food and makes it important. But once you actually start taking the food apart, you can actually run into problems, and that's when things can get a bit detrimental. So some of these supplements and some of the ingredients, which may seem quite harmless and good, in its refined state, it can be just as detrimental as sugar cane or white flour is. All right. But on a brighter note, let's get to the brighter bit. The two supplements that I do suggest is vitamin B12, and this is because this comes from the soil, and we have the habit of washing the absolute bejizzle out of all our vegetables and getting them so clean. So in actual fact, if you have your own veggie garden and you know exactly what's going into the soil, then, leave a little bit of dirt on. It's not going to hurt you. And just, don't be so pedantic about washing your hands if you've been in the dirt, because the dirt has this layer of bacteria, which is really good, which is actually we can build our own vitamin B12 for it. There's also a lot of vitamin B12, I'm trying to think of the word now, a lot of products that have got a fortified, that's the word I'm looking for. See, I don't work off a script. Fortified B12 is in quite a few products, so you can start looking at that as well. But as a vegan or total plant-based, then I would suggest that you get your bloods checked once a year for calcium, for iron, those sorts of things. And if you need to, then you can have a supplement. The other one is vitamin D, Now, if you're an indoor person, you're spending most of your time indoors, or you live in an area that has very poor sun, then you might like to look at vitamin D as a supplement. So those are the two that I do suggest and that I do recommend. But the B12, be advised by your doctor, and also to the vitamin D, just really have a look at where you're living. I personally live in New Zealand. We have and I'm in an area of New Zealand that we get a lot of sunlight, and so I always make sure that I am out. It's winter time now, so I'm out kind of like in the middle of the day. I'm not out for long, but I make sure that, you know, I pull my sleeves up, that I am actually getting sun on me, so I'm okay for the vitamin D. But if you live in places that don't, then obviously look at that. So that's it. That's me, and that's supplements. And hopefully I've kind of, you know, given you food for thought. So until next time, make sure that you have wonderful, healthy food. Keep it as colourful as possible. Keep it plant-based too, if you can. And be compassionate to all animals, including humans. And I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.